After 3 years together, her boyfriend had run off with a wealthy woman, leaving Anastasia Steele heartbroken and furious. In a fit of rage, she headed to a high-end bar in New York City, seeking distraction in the glittering lights and pulsing music. There, she encountered a stunning male model, tall with long legs, eight-pack abs, and an incredible prowess that left her breathless. The night unfolded in a haze of passion, their bodies entwining in a luxurious hotel suite overlooking the skyline, where the billionaire CEO vibe secretly lingered in the air, even if she didn't know it yet. Anastasia poured out her grief to her best friend, collapsing into her arms with sobs that tore through her like a storm. The betrayal stung deeply. The other woman had a better figure, more beauty, longer legs, and endless money. Her friend's voice floated down soothingly, almost teasing, suggesting a night out to forget it all. Soon, they arrived at the upscale bar, where Anastasia pushed away an eager woman trying to dance too close, yelling over the thumping bass about this being the so-called good place. Her friend looked awkward, but the array of handsome male models caught Anastasia's eye. Ones with windswept hair, curly mixed-race features, all exuding an alpha male charm that made her question her past choices. She wiped away tears and snot, feeling foolish for believing her ex's lies. Her friend winked, encouraging her to pick one for the night. Anastasia pointed to the man dancing on stage, his moves hypnotic and dominant. Her friend assured her it was handled, and soon Anastasia stumbled through the hotel corridor, recalling the room number in her tipsy state. Pushing open the door to room 1100, she locked it behind her, stepping into dim light where a blood-pumping, virile man lay on the king-sized bed, disheveled hair, lips slightly parted, shirt buttoned only twice, exposing a broad chest and long, powerful legs dangling off the edge. It screamed deliberate ambience, a setup for a night of possessive indulgence. Emboldened, she touched his firm abs, tracing the tight muscle lines, the chiseled features, the elongated frame. Suddenly, his voice cut through, asking if she'd touched enough and demanding she get off. Startled, she retracted her hand, feeling a mix of guilt and defiance. He questioned who she was, and she boldly claimed to be the rich woman for the night, silencing him with a fierce kiss. His skin burned hot, his presence overwhelming and massive, igniting a fire that consumed them both. Morning light jolted her awake, haunted by her ex's taunting photos and curses about her attracting only losers. Pain shot through her waist as memories flooded back, kisses, embraces, clothes torn off in haste, her taking the lead amid the marks on his neck, chest, arms, and abs. Blushing at his impressive build, she wondered why such a specimen would choose this life. His elastic backside tempted another touch, but his voice interrupted again, cold and abrupt. She awkwardly withdrew, noting his handsome face, and asked his name. He replied Christian Grey, making her stumble in surprise. Sharing a name with her boss, the billionaire CEO of Grey Enterprises. His face darkened like a storm cloud, but she dismissed it as coincidence. One a powerful mafia boss type in the corporate world, the other reduced to this. To console him, she whispered that her boss, despite his wealth, suffered from premature issues and balding, an old man chasing young women. His glare intensified, as if ready to devour her. A phone rang, not hers, and she dressed quickly, sensing unease. He glanced her way during the call, then hung up, asking her name. She lied, saying faceless, and fled the hotel, smirking at her cleverness. Outside, she spotted her ex, locked in a kiss with a curvaceous beauty, the rich woman. Fury boiled over as he mocked her for following them, assuming desperation. She hurled insults, claiming she'd just left Christian Grey's room, watching his face pale. From behind, the real Christian Grey appeared. Not the boss she imagined, but the man from the night before. Her ex stammered and fled, intimidated by the name alone. Grateful, she patted the model on the shoulder, praising his fortunate name for scaring off jerks. His icy stare pierced her, warning that last night's account would be settled later, before striding away. Her phone buzzed with work demands, the company exploiting employees with endless overtime. Cursing the dog of a boss, she rushed in, only to face a deduction for being late by seconds. The manager descended, waving it off this time, ordering her to clean the office for the big boss's inspection. Christian Grey, the actual billionaire CEO, was coming. Her mind flashed to the model, lumping all men together as worthless. The meeting voice sounded familiar, and when his face appeared, shock hit. The male model was her boss, the obsessive alpha male who'd built an empire. She'd slept with him, bad-mouthed him to his face. Panic surged as the manager snapped her name, broom in hand blocking the path. Christian sneered her name, confirming her doom. Memories replayed, calling him balding and impotent. Her friend had arranged the model from the bar but bailed, leaving Anastasia to stumble into the wrong room. Checking messages, the cancellation came too late. She'd already consummated the mix-up. Devastated, she texted her friend about impending disaster. The meeting blurred. She stared at the table, feeling his gaze bore into her. He warned against remoring unseen superiors, clearly aimed at her. A colleague whispered it seemed personal. Had she offended him? Post-meeting, he called her to stay. Alone, they faced off. She hesitated, fearing violence from the dominant figure. He mocked her alias change, tousled his hair to prove no baldness, and teased about prematurity, evoking flashbacks to his powerful, hormone-drenched stamina. She shook her head, humiliated, cheeks burning. He declared her department transfer, no more there. Half an hour later, dejected, she exited, facing a gloating co-worker's taunt about firing. Smiling, she revealed her promotion. Flashback, he'd offered her the assistant role at 10 times the salary, reporting to headquarters tomorrow. She accepted, stunned but pragmatic. Days blended into errands, brewing coffee, fetching lunch, buying herbal tea. Endless tasks, wiping tables, sweeping, mopping. She eyed him on the penthouse sofa, their gazes locking awkwardly. She averted eyes, but he ordered her to prepare for an evening banquet. In a designer gown from Cartier, she stood in the opulent hall, watching sly businessmen fawn. Her ex appeared, shocked, mocking her presence in last year's birthday gift suit she'd bought him. Now scouting replacements? She retorted sharply, vision tainted by his betrayal. He leaned close, suggesting a secret rendezvous for old time's sake. Suddenly, Christian pulled her away, eyeing the ex possessively, asking about lingering contact. She shook her head vigorously. A heavily made-up woman approached, heels clicking, staring daggers at Christian's grip on Anastasia. She questioned his attendance at such events, eyes narrowing on the arm hold. He introduced Anastasia as his assistant, then clarified exclusive assistant. The woman clung to the ex, warning Christian to watch his eyes. He drew Anastasia closer, declaring clarity in his desires, unlike those scavenging scraps. Their faces darkened, but they swallowed the insult, glaring at her before leaving. Anastasia relished their defeat, pondering the woman's ties to Christian, ex, fling, or arranged. He explained classmates with business families, nothing more. She's mine. Every breath she takes belongs to me. Gifts followed, a bag from an out-of-town client trip on his private jet to Italy's vineyard estates. Then company perks, perfumes, lipsticks, piling her desk high. Suspecting ulterior motives, she confronted him, his face blackened, ordering her out coldly. This continued a month, until a desk stare-off where his cheeks flushed red. Realization dawned, the possessive husband vibe, the obsessive alpha male pursuing her subtly. Evenings became dinner, steak at rooftop spots, Japanese in private booths, Korean with skyline views. Doubting his intentions, a one-night stand breeding feelings? She hinted at him chasing someone, practicing on her. He smiled brilliantly, admitting pursuit, not yet successful. Jealousy flared. She cursed the girl for blindness, urging rejection. Then he confessed he liked her. Flowers bloomed before her, his smile unwavering. Choking on food, she coughed. He patted her back, assuring no pressure, just chasing. Panicking, she fled to the bathroom, texting her friend about Christian's pursuit. Confusion ensued, model or boss. Phone dying mid-explanation. Washing her face, the rich woman appeared, mocking her as the kept assistant, overhearing the call. Anastasia ready to retort when Christian arrived, concerned about her stomach, wrapping an arm around her waist dominantly. The woman accused her of bar flings with balding old men for money. Christian demanded explanation, gazing at Anastasia with utter adoration, deep eyes like a clear spring. Over coffee, he questioned her, introducing him as such to friends. Reasons for his affection varied: whimsically dreams of marriage, fortune-telling, missing her body. Frustrated, she accused him of wanting only sex, a slag. He laughed childlike, urging backward thinking. Revelation: 5th grade, her transfer. Shy introduction, pigtails blushing. Seated with a chubby boy who teased her rare surname, classmates laughing. Teacher scolded him, Christian Grey, sending him out. For 2 weeks, she ignored him. He brought hot milk daily. She drank, returned empty spitefully. 3rd week, forgiveness planned. He transferred abroad. Guilt sparked acne for a month, deepening dislike. Now, recognizing the transformation from chubby to handsome billionaire CEO, she teased about early crushes. He rolled eyes, continuing 8th grade return, nearly brained by her errant shot put during PE. Heart aching, she asked outcomes. He stared intensely. Memory surged, sweltering heat, cicadas buzzing irritably. Her turn, brain short-circuiting, ball veering off. Fainting to her from heat stroke, an out-of-school hunk kneeling dramatically. Her friend described the scene. Who knew it was him? Laughing at his feint, he defended, dodging by a centimeter. Not just life-saving bond, he admitted. High school rare PE classes, 1 intro, 1 finals, 800 sit-ups, long jump. Period cramps hit. Teacher denied leave, accusing laziness. Defiant, she ran, jumped, then collapsed onto a senior, face pale, him spurting nosebleed. Exams canceled, he self-studied home. Incredulous, she realized it was him again. He joked, waiting safely post-exams. Abroad graduated, he returned for experience. That night, he knew her. Fear of jinxing led to fortune-teller's advice: marry and keep her. Half true. The night drugged at a dinner, post-return abroad, room mix-up. Perpetrator jailed. She the innocent rabbit. Clarified, but she delayed acceptance, savoring pursuit, unlike chasing her ex after a dare, leading to 3 wasted years. 3rd week, she agreed, echoing planned 5th grade forgiveness thwarted by his move. Post-acceptance, his clinginess emerged: kisses at meals, hubs and elevators, embraces at movies. One heated session, torn clothes hinting punishment, wall-pressed intensity, desire blazing, interrupted by phone. Irritated, eyes red-tinged, body straining, he answered curtly. Her ex roared about her being kept by an old man. She snapped back. Christian snatched the phone, warning exile from the city if bothered again. Ex disbelieved. Christian hung up, eyeing her hungrily like a wolf. Pouncing, halted by her resistance, he coaxed about privacy. Trembling, she yielded. Waking in his arms, warm, secure, face idle perfect, she admired endlessly. He pulled her close, nibbling her ear, boasting his prowess. Shy, she buried her face, admitting his dominance. Weather cooling, his embrace a giant warmer, soft, safe, leading to lazy noons. Her friend still confused Christian's identity, old man or model. Planned dinner clarification. At another banquet on a luxury yacht docked in the harbor, her ex appeared solo, questioning her with Christian, revealing his impending engagement. Stunned, she denied knowledge. He warned of rich men's games, tears nowhere. Engagement rumors swirled. Staff whispered about an heiress. The rich woman confronted, wine glass in hand, asking if Christian mentioned their thing. Anastasia feigned ignorance as he approached, waist claiming her, dismissing it as ended business. Woman fumed, Chin family daughter or not. Christian retorted her status allowed speech. Ex emerged from shadows, both ejected. Mid-banquet, Christian led her center stage, kissing under spotlights. Whispers erupted: assistant. Engagement? He clasped her hand, declaring Anastasia his fiancée, lifelong guardian. News exploded citywide. Friends screamed about billionaire CEO romance. Hot searches: Christian's engagement, her identity, his student crushes. You're mine, baby girl. Mine to ruin.